Hi everyone, so I'm doing a kind of a spontaneous video. This is not something that I had planned to do. I just received yesterday a little package from Pixi. So it's this travel kit of skincare and there's 9 different things. I used it last night, I used it this morning, and I'm going to use it again tonight, and I thought, why not film myself getting unready? I've never really done anything like this. Now, this is not one of those pretty stylized get ready with me's that people do that are just like beautiful to watch. I just thought it would be like a little chatty get unready with me where I use this skincare and just have a little chat. So I'm getting ready for bed. So unlike most of my get ready with me's where I'm just putting makeup on for filming and then take it off right after, I actually am going to be taking everything off my face, and a lot of it has already really faded away anyway, and I was starting to take off some of it because it's, what time is it? It is almost 9 o'clock at night here. This makeup has been on my face since about 6 a.m. so it's definitely seen some better times. I made myself a coffee. This might be weird for some people because you often see that in sort of get ready with me's and morning type videos and not in the evenings, but I like an evening coffee, probably why I don't sleep as well. Actually, I don't have that bad of an issue. I like a real mild coffee, and I couldn't resist bringing out my Slytherin mug again, and I'll probably bring this out for another video because I'm planning a whole bunch of things. I'm trying to pre-film. So I'm filming this and it's Thursday night, and I took the whole day off Friday to try and pre-film a bunch of things because I feel really behind and I wanted to do some more stuff. So anyway, this little travel guy is so cute. I can definitely see myself using this quite a bit, and it's personalized too. Like right at this top little pouch here, it says, "Dear Elle, bon voyage, safe travels. I wish you a rosy journey and hope my rose-infused favorites will take you on a hydrated journey to your dream skin. Thank you for all your Pixi love." It's so sweet. I love Pixi. I was having just such a terrible day yesterday and I just felt awful, and I came home and there was a package sitting at my door and I was really confused because I haven't ordered anything in months. So I couldn't figure it out. I looked at, who sent it. It was Pixi, and when I opened it up, this was waiting for me. And I love roses. You probably know if you've watched any of my videos before. So anyway, there's 9 things. They also put in a little card that said the order you should use everything in, so they say. So the first thing is remove makeup. So they have these makeup melting cleansing cloths. Now, this was sent to me, obviously. This is a PR thing. I'm not sponsored by Pixi. I'm very grateful for the stuff that they send me. I don't necessarily love... Hi, Cashmere. Do you want to come in? Oh, do you really? Okay, all right. I'll get Cashmere in just a second. It's Cashmere. Oh, my sweet girl. Hi. Hello. You have a good cat smell. You're so sweet. Oh, you're purring. Hi, baby. She's just the sweetest little angel. She still hates these lights, but yes, a lot of people have been asking about Cashmere as well, so you get to see her before I take all my makeup off. Hi, baby. Where do you want to go? Do you want to go down? Okay, all right. Can you, like, not attack me this time, like every other time you try and leave my shoulder or lap or something? There you go. She'll probably make a lot of noise in here, and I'll probably have to get her out of here eventually, but anyway, I am already in my pajamas as well, and my house coat, which made an appearance in a previous video. This is a new one I got for Christmas. I'm just gonna be rambling so much throughout this, I know, but anyway, as I was saying, not sponsored, and this is more or less a first impressions because I've only used the skincare a couple of times, and you need to use it a while to get a real good indication of how it's going to work. I'm gonna put my Alolan Vulpix ears on. I'm kind of zoomed in so you can't see the whole thing, but I'll probably put these on when I do my get ready with me or whatever I decide to film tomorrow. I'm trying to plan it all out. So anyway, the Makeup Melting Cleansing Cloths. It's with chamomile and rose. So I used one of these last night. I found that they're really sheer cloths. I'm used to the Costco Kirkland ones, Like these ones are really sheer. I haven't used many other makeup wipes besides the Costco ones because they're just so affordable, and I don't use makeup wipes on my face that often, as funny as it sounds, but makeup wipes I kind of keep in a few different sections to use for kind of those emergencies when I'm really tired and I can't be bothered to take off my makeup. If it's right there close to me, then I will. So I keep a package in every bathroom, and I would have one in like my night table, end table, whatever you call it. And I have been keeping one recently by my computer, actually, because sometimes if I was editing really late at night, I would go from editing to sleep, and sometimes I would still have some makeup on from the day if I hadn't made a point of removing it earlier. So these cloths have a subtle scent. Some of these products have more of a rose scent that's more noticeable than others. I'm not bothered by rose fragrances at all. In fact, I really love it with skincare and just in general. Roses are one of my favorite flowers. I feel like I've mentioned that before. I really love roses, but I like white roses or like unusual roses as the actual flowers, but like roses in skincare and in makeup and even just rose color. Oh my god, Cashmere is adorable right now. I have this, basically it's a little kitchen tray. I've showed it before and I think you guys saw it if you watched my room tour, but I just have this little kitchen thing that has 3 drawers in it in front of me, that and like a little top that I would use for putting makeup in and for setting stuff up for when I'm filming. It just made my life so much easier. And the bottom one is empty and she's sleeping in it, or sitting in it anyway. She's kind of grooming herself now, but I feel like she'll take a nap in there. That's adorable. Anyway, I feel like this obviously works really well. Like I get the makeup off, but I feel like I'm a little aggressive, more than I would be with my micellar water, which is my preferred way for removing makeup at nighttime or anytime really, because I feel like I use a couple of those little round cotton pads with the micellar water on it. I use the Garnier one with the argan oil, and I don't have to really rub. Now this makeup is old, as in it's been on my face for a while, so it's not like I'm just taking off brand new fresh makeup. Why are you pulling on my coat, baby? Can you let go? Why are you pulling on it? You can't eat it. Cashmere's dragging my house coat and she's trying to eat it. I thought she was gonna be all calm and gentle, and now she's attacking me. Cashmere, please stop. I don't have a mirror in front of me anymore because I broke the one that was sitting in front of me. 7 years bad luck, right? Try not to think about it because I'm super, super superstitious. But I was cleaning up my room and everything was fine, and I actually knocked it over like 3 times, and then finally I was actually thinking about getting rid of it because I got it a while ago and I never really liked the pattern on it because it was kind of like zebra print, and I mean, I love me some tacky animal print, but zebra print has never really been my thing. And anyway, it broke finally when I was thinking about putting it in the garbage anyway. So does anybody know how to counter that? 7 years of bad luck? Is there something I can do? Some spell? Witchcraft? I'm not opposed to it. So I just need to take a look because I will need a mirror. Yeah, I was just kind of chatting and trying not to look in the viewfinder, but then really looking at the viewfinder. And I have a little bit more underneath my eyes. If I can get it all off with one cloth, that's great. But there's also a cleanser in here. So what I don't get off with the wipe, although I think I really got pretty much everything except for a little bit of the eye stuff. What I don't get off with the super fantastic wipe, I will get off with the cleanser. Yeah, this is the Rose Cream Cleanser. So it's rose and chamomile flower comfort cleanser. I burnt my pinky finger. Every now and then it just throbs a little bit. I don't know if you can see a little bit of reddish pink on this finger. Just tonight I was making soup and the soup decided to splatter and it really burned me right on that finger. And it's agony. It's agony. I don't know why I do this to myself. So anyway, this cleanser, it says it's a soothing, gentle cleanser, nourishing cream cleanser with mineral-rich mud that cleanses skin as it helps strengthen and soften. So it's got rose and avocado, chamomile, and aloe vera. And it says for all skin types, including very sensitive. So The texture of this really surprised me. It's very oatmeal-y. I can see the mud and the oatmeal, like it's actually very textured, but I didn't mind it, but I felt it was a little bit unusual texture. Like you kind of have to prepare yourself for how weird it feels because it's not your standard cleanser. It does have a little bit of grittiness in that, so if that's something that might bother you, I know some people can be sensitive to the way stuff looks and the way stuff feels. I have one breakout right here and I'm horrible because I keep picking at it. I think I've said this before as well. I know I repeat myself a lot, but it's because I talk a lot about the same thing. So I'm a terrible skin picker, and anything that scabs, I'm horrible with it. I'm always like, there's a scab, that scab must be removed. And then nothing heals ever, or it takes so much longer to heal because I'm always picking at stuff. So stress breakouts are lovely, really lovely. And this is one of the worst ones I've had in a little while, but this, it seemed to be drying out quite a bit, and it actually scabbed over like 3 times in the last 12 hours. So I know it's pretty much done, but it's just a little painful right now because I just freshly picked off a scab because I'm horrible. I know you shouldn't do it, but I'm awful. So anyway, I do have a face cloth. I'm gonna go get some water and rinse my face over the sink because I feel like that'll be the easiest way for me to actually cleanse everything, and then I'll come back. And I felt like it was a good cleanser when I used it yesterday and this morning anyway, as in my face felt cleansed. And when I used it to take off my makeup yesterday, this and the makeup wipe, it seemed to do the trick for me, and my skin, you know, felt smooth and clean. So anyway, I'm gonna quickly remove the cleanser and be right back. So I feel like I got everything off except for maybe just a tiny little bit underneath my eye. Sometimes I just have a little bit of like eyeshadow or eyeliner residue that I just struggle getting off. But anyway, I kind of hate using cream cleansers or any kind of cleansers really when I'm not getting into the shower because I feel like I just make a mess. You know those commercials, they're like splashing their face and their face is just magically clean, and I'm like scrubbing with a face cloth and water gets everywhere and I just hate it. I hate it. Anyway, the next step is the Rose Tonic. So this is a toner. I love Rose toner, and I actually have the fresh one. Normally I use a lot of fresh skincare. That's what I've been using a lot lately. The fresh soy face cleanser, and then the toner. That's been a real big staple in my routine, and I thoroughly enjoy it. So I don't know, it's just the whole Rose thing, and I've had really good luck with fresh skincare. I find skincare can be a little tricky sometimes. You kind of have to play around with it and see what actually really works for your skin and what makes it look the best. But I'm lucky that I found quite a few things right now that work well for me, and I'm hoping that, you know, some of this stuff will end up being staples in my routine. It's hard to say right now what will be because it's so soon into it. Like I don't think the makeup wipes will, because I simply like the Kirkland ones because they're more cost effective, and for the amount of times I actually use them on my face, it just makes more sense because I like the makeup wipes for taking swatches off my arms and that kind of stuff. And also they're good for kind of really removing glitter. And the cream cleanser, it's hard to say, but I'm pretty loyal to the fresh soy face cleanser, so it's hard to say if something will top that over time. I find that I don't really know if I'd repurchase something until I actually finish it or get close to finishing it. Like when I start hoarding stuff and I don't want to finish it up, that's when I know. That's when I know it's a product that I want to keep. Next is a hydrating step. This is the Rose Caviar Essence. So it's got rose and grapeseed oil. I kept everything in their boxes because there's just something so fun about opening a box, and this product is beautiful. Okay, I'm a sucker for products that have layers, like when you can actually clearly see different layers in things, or when things are swirled and you can clearly see each individual swirl, or something like this, which is encapsulated moisture serum. So you've got the little pieces of the rose in here. It kind of reminds me a little bit of that fresh toner that actually has like the little flower leaves and stuff in it. I don't know what it is. It actually kind of reminds me of, what was that drink from like the 90s or early 2000s, the Orbitz drink. Please bring that back. So This says you can apply after cleansing and toning, press gently onto skin, neck, and décolletage, and let absorb. Encapsulated flower oil suspended in this weightless serum essence. Like, I'm just such a sucker for this kind of stuff. It just, I don't know why. Press into skin. There's a few of these things that they're like, press into skin. I don't have a very elaborate skincare routine. A lot of people ask about my skincare routine, and it so varies. Some days I will put a lot more, wait, don't go down, go up. I'm trying to remember, there was that BuzzFeed video, was it, or something, with the older ladies, and I remember one of them talking about how, like, you always go up, and it just sort of stuck with me, even though I already knew it, but I always kind of just picture her talking about how you always go up, because you know, you don't want to bring things down. You don't want to bring your face down. You want to lift everything up. So I always go up now when I remember. I see myself doing it in the mirror. So anyway, totally forget what I was saying, going way off topic. But yes, I don't have a very elaborate skincare routine. Like, this would not be a step in my skincare routine. It just seems so unnecessary. But this is the exact kind of thing that I would buy because it's totally unnecessary and I just think it's pretty. So I'm a sucker for skincare that just looks pretty, even if it doesn't really do a whole lot. Like, I feel it's a little bit sticky. It's something that I out of all the things, this is probably the first thing I would gravitate towards because of the way that it looks, but it doesn't seem to do a whole lot, and I also hate when my skin is left sticky. Just don't like it. Oh, and I thoroughly washed my hands before this as well, because hygiene, trying it. It's a time. Next thing is step 5, Boost Rose Flash Balm. So this has rose and olive extract. I kind of feel like Pixi was like, let's mix rose with everything. So this is an instant skin booster. So this can be used as a moisturizer, as a primer, and as a mask. So I haven't used it as a mask. I did use it as a primer today. So if you thought my skin looked terrible before I took my makeup off, blame this. I actually didn't think it looked that bad. Potentially wasn't the greatest with the foundation I had used with it, but I didn't think it was awful. I would need to play around with it a little bit more. But it says apply a thin layer to face and neck, and it says do not rub. And that's a problem I have. Maybe that's a reason why I have some issues with some primers and some products in general, is because I tend to just use crazy amount of stuff and then I rub it into my face and I'm just excessive. I just do too much. Wait, I keep going down. Isn't that horrible? I catch myself. But I try to use like the suggested amount so I'm not being too excessive, but sometimes those panning habits die hard as well because I get so used to like use everything at one time and you use way more product than you actually need, and that's something I'm trying to cut back on, is actually using more product and just being way too heavy-handed because it just doesn't work in my favor. Step 6 is a moisturized step. This is the Rose Ceramide cream. It's an intense moisturizer. I love the packaging like this tube-like packaging. I actually just really like Pixi's whole aesthetic. I love the mint green they have on everything. It's so signature. It's so particular, and I actually just really want like eyeshadow this color, please. So this is an ultra rich moisture cream, and it's great for dry and dehydrated skin and use as needed. I definitely used way too much of this, and I find it's easy to squeeze out a lot of this product. Maybe that's also just me, but I feel like I get way too much product out when I squeeze it even just a little bit, because this tube has pretty wide opening in comparison to some other ones. I feel like you would get less product coming out if it had a more narrow opening, and probably just be a little bit easier so you're not really wasting product, because I feel like even just now I put way too much on my face. And one downside with this Rose skincare set, there's no eye product. This is pretty intense and trying to get a little bit underneath my eyes, but I'll probably still go in with a separate eye cream as well. But I feel like I used like way too much, and then I just put it on places that I wouldn't necessarily have used the product. So just trying to be a little extra careful with that, and not using too much product. All right, step 7, is a Nourish, and this is an oil. So this is the Rose Oil Blend. It's rose and pomegranate oils. So they packaged it with a cap and then with the dropper. So it says on the, oh, I was trying to put the dropper in. There's a little protective little seal there as well. I keep dropping everything. It says massage 2 to 3 drops onto cleansed and toned skin. For extra hydration and glow, add 1 or 2 drops to your moisturizer before applying. So I haven't actually tried applying it with moisturizer, but it is a fairly nice oil. I felt like it did give my skin that super glow, but it was almost a little too intense for my skin. I have combination skin. We've gone this far into the video and I never mentioned it, but I feel like the people watching this are people who have watched me for a while, so have probably already heard all this stuff anyway. But I have combination skin, and right now it has been leaning more towards the dry side, but I still feel like it's not desert dry. Some people have super, super dry skin, and my skin has been a little dehydrated, but not that much, you know, not enough that a good moisturizer can't fix. I don't feel like I need to go with a super intense oil. I kind of want to try mixing that oil with foundation. I've been really liking that recently. I've been doing foundation cocktails with like white mixers and little darker foundations and oils and sometimes moisturizers, and I've been kind of going a little bit lighter with my foundation coverage from day to day as well. The next step, step 8, is set, a makeup fixing mist. So this is the makeup fixing mist with rose water and green tea. So it says you can use this before makeup to extend makeup wear, after makeup to set makeup, and add a soft focused finish, or any time to refresh makeup, hydrate, and balance. So shake to mix it up. I used this to set my makeup today, and I feel like it worked pretty well. A little spray because I went too heavy with it yesterday. I was having a moment. And the last thing is the Rose Glow Mist with 7 flower oils. So you can use this before makeup to help calm, create a moisture barrier, and smooth. After makeup to set, add a natural dewy finish, or any time to help moisturize, refresh, and plump. I did not use this with my makeup today. I felt like the makeup fixing mist was okay on its own, and I kind of want to try them separately, but this made me super glowy when I used it yesterday, so. I love misting myself with anything. I think you guys have seen my giant Evian water spray, just water in a can. I love spraying my face with that stuff in the summertime. I don't know what it is about spraying my face with water. I just really enjoy it. So anyway, this is the whole skincare thing. It's all done. I do feel like, hold on, what's up? Oh. I don't normally have my phone on in front of me, but Hunter just texted me, and I love her, so I'm gonna text her back in a minute. Almost done. I do feel like I need an eye cream or something. I have this Biotherm eye cream. I probably should have done this a few steps ago. I'm sorry if I keep looking in the viewfinder. I know I've been doing that a lot without the mirror here, so anyway. I'm gonna just put a little bit of this on anyway, because I feel like I need that little tiny bit of under eye hydration. So we are done. This is the skincare, and I feel like my skin looks okay, all things considered, and I haven't been treating it super nicely lately, so I'm not expecting great things from it. You know, I have well, this is like the one problem area I have right now, but I feel like in general my skin kind of goes back and forth to being like, it looks so good, to being like, it looks complete crap. But that's kind of my own fault as well, because I'm not religious with my skincare. I just don't all the time. I do my best to make sure that I take my makeup off, and I've been trying to be good about toning and moisturizing my face and putting an eye cream on, and that's pretty much it. But I'm trying to get better at it. I'm trying to take time for masks and everything else, and trying to like treat myself right. So anyway, this was just a lot of fun. I really just wanted to share this skincare stuff and just do a really relaxed, chatty video, because it's just been fun, and I wanted to just kind of be me, you know, kind of break it down to this is who I am underneath all the makeup and everything else. This is me. I love putting on my full glam and I love being over the top, but when it comes down to it, this is what I'm like at the end of the night, right? So it kind of helps maybe to see the person underneath it all as well, you know, outside of the glitter and the wigs and the craziness, you know, this is me. And that is everything I have to say. Thank you guys so much for watching and for hanging out with me. Let me know if you've tried any of these products, if you like them, if you don't like them. I'm curious to hear either way. Let me know what kind of skincare you like. I'm just curious. I have no desire to purchase anything right now. No buy. Gonna keep reminding you about that. But I'm just curious. I'd like to know what kind of things you like using. What's your skincare routine like? Is it very in-depth or are you very simple as well? Anyway, thank you once again, and I hope we get a chance to chat soon. Bye for now.